I feel like in the year 2025, we have a lot of people that watch content, but then we have a good majority of people that say that they want to become content creators. And me personally, I drive, so I listen to a lot of content. I listen to a lot of audibles, podcasts, and YouTube or whatnot. But for those of you that want to start making content, I feel like a lot of people don't understand how hard it is. This is no easy task. And I was scrolling through looking up what I was going to talk about for my next video when I came across Anton Daniels' video that he just posted out of nowhere. Like it was just so happened that I was scrolling and I saw that he had posted a couple hours ago. So I said, you know what, let me watch it real quick. Now, if you don't know who Anton Daniels is, I've been watching him for a minute now. Some may not agree with him, and some may think that some of his stuff is a little bit outlandish. But you cannot disagree that that man is a hustler when it comes to creating content, pushing content out. There's a couple of other people that I enjoy watching, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But we're gonna get into the video that he just posted, and I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's like 14 minutes long. But I'm going to skip from one spot to the next, and then we'll conclude with that.
If you're looking to become a content creator, it is not for the faint of heart. You have to live, eat, sleep, breathe it. Now there is more competition than ever. I will say that there's more money than ever, and I can't wait to talk to you guys about that inside of the Patreon because I've learned a lot. I've learned a whole lot. Just over the last month, I've learned so much about more monetization and more bags to get. It is so much money in it, but I will tell you, it's just like anything that once you get into it, you really have to immerse yourself, or you are not going to be successful when it comes to content creation. Real talk. Like before we get into the show, and we got a full show, so we're gonna be here for at least a full 2 hours. So we're gonna kick it and we're gonna ride it out. But I will tell you that you gotta eat, sleep, breathe this. If you think that you're just gonna do it part-time, I've seen some women crying on TikTok, right? And they'll be crying and they'll be like, "Oh my god, I'm about to go homeless. Can everybody watch the video for at least 1 minute? Or can you hit me on my Cash App and make sure you support me so that hopefully I can raise enough money to be able to pay my rent?" And people think that you can finesse people into being a full-time content creator, and it does not work like that. It don't work like that. I know people see my vlogs and you see me out and about. That's because I really don't sleep like that. I sleep in spurts. I might sleep for 4 hours in the bed, and then I'll take another 2 hour nap, and then I'll take another hour and a half to 2 hour nap on a plane or something like that. Or like yesterday, all.
All right. So basically, what he's saying is that it's not as easy as people make it out to be, or it's not as easy as the person that is watching thinks it is. For instance, this right here, this video that he did that was 14 minutes long, it took him 14 minutes to make the actual content, right? But it probably took him, I don't know how good he is with making, you know, editing and all that good stuff, but it could take him 4 or 5 hours a day to chop it up to where he to his liking and then post it. It's not as easy as people think that it is. I me personally, it doesn't it I don't take very long with the whole editing process, but there are some videos that like I did last night, or not last night, but the night before last night. I did a 20-minute or 23-minute video, and it took me about 6 hours to edit. I fell asleep. It is not easy. And he's about to get into, you know, what he thinks the percentage is as far as who will make it, who won't, and the percentage of how long it takes to do each step in content creation.
Sent me, I spend the majority of my days, the majority of my time. It don't matter if I'm around people, if I'm not around people. I'm thinking of it. I'm curating it. I'm putting it together. I'm earmarking stuff. I'm looking at stuff. I'm tuned into the culture. I go into the streets. I go and visit the different cities. I want to see what the culture is like. I'm out and about participating. I'm in the spaces. I'm talking to the women. I'm talking to the men. I'm talking to the people. I'm interacting. This is life. Like you truly have to, you gotta love this. And the reason that we say you gotta love what you do, it's not about how much you like what you do. Loving what you do means that you ready and you willing to get up and do the things even when you don't want to do. Most of whatever it is that people are successful at, 90% of it is busy work. It's working. It's hustling. It's putting stuff together. It's dealing with the nonsense. It's trying to figure out what equipment works and what is this person doing over there and how can I fit this in. 10% of it is the actual performing or getting on the live stream or creating the content or whatever. 90 to 95% of everything that you do is all of the stuff. So the loving of it is the planning, it's the grind, it's the hustle. It's you wanting to, when you tired, you still got to take that flight. When you tired, you still got to get on a live stream. When you know that everybody else is going to party, and you could say, "Hey guys, I'm gonna go on vacation for a week," but you say, "I'm gonna just keep on going and hustling." And so all I'm saying is some fair weather people, and it's always gonna be the one percenters. The one percenters is going to show up in every single industry. It does not matter what the industry is. They got the same mindset, they got the same work ethic, and it translates across the board. It's going to be a one percenters in corporate America. It's going to be a one percenter of the people that's in the factories. It's going to be a one percenter of business owners. It's going to be a one percenter of content creators. It's going to be a one percenter of traders. It's going to be a 1% of 1%ers of people that dedicate themselves to their craft. It's going to be a one percenter of people that know how to speak and communicate effectively. There is a 1%. The other 99% is going to act like it's luck. The other 99% is going to act like, oh man, the real estate agents, they don't just wake up and just become great. Oh, you just got $1 million listings. No, they built their clientele. They built their network. They got great relationships. They have a great reputation. They dress a certain way. They emphasize certain things. They consistent over a longer period of time. They built that whole thing. They didn't wake up and was just great at whatever it is that they do. They grind. They grind. They knew how to market themselves. Man, listen, bro. I've learned.
And that's to boil it down is to see success, you're going to have to put in that work. You're going to have to put in the work. You're not going to see it overnight. It's not going to come the next day. It might not come, a year from now. But if you consistently go at it and consistently grind, if you are wanting to be in this space right here, you're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to wake up and get to it. You're going to have to go to bed tired. You have to go to bed sleepy. You have to wake up the next morning sleepy. And I know there's a lot of people on here that want to get into that space of content creating, but they're making up excuses about, oh man, I don't have this, I don't have that, I'm waiting for this. But you're letting time pass you by. Now, I just wanted to give a shout out to a couple of my favorite content creators that I believe that are in that 1% space that Anton was talking about. And like I said, I don't agree with everything that he talks about. You feel what I'm saying? But I at least have to give this man credit, give him his flowers, that he is on top of things when it comes to content created. I could be in the bed looking up my stuff for the what I'm going to talk about next, and here he goes dropping 2 or 3 more videos, and this constantly. But the few people that I believe are in that space are Rivah TV, Anton Daniels, Chisa Chisha. If I screw his name up, it's Chisha Zed, and urban politicians. Those are the four people that I can go and I know that I'm going to get some good content and I can ride to. I promise you. I just watched a video of um, Urban Politician TV, and homie was he was at an outing, and something popped up on his news feed to where he said, "Hey man, I got to go outside and create this content." And he was at a bar or a sports bar or something like that. And homie went outside, grabbed his tripod in the parking lot, his camera, and he made the content. So you have to, if you want to be in this space, I'm not saying you have to do it every single day, 3 or 4 times a day, but put yourself in a consistent rotation to where you begin to get comfortable with what you're doing. Because just like he said, you got to love this. You have to love it. You have to eat, sleep, breathe this if this is what you want to do. But drop in the comments below, who are your favorite content creators? Also, I'm going to leave a link in the description of all the people that I watch, and well, at least the four that I just mentioned, and y'all check them out. You feel what I'm saying? But if this is a space that you want to be in, I will say go ahead and get into it, and no more waiting. Just do it. Y'all take care. We'll holla at y'all later. We'll talk to you later. Peace.